wait is over. After months of quiet updates and fan speculation, Amber Marshall has finally spoken, and what she revealed has brought joy and tears to fans around the world. Yes, Heartland Season 19 is officially confirmed. And not just the premiere date is set. Mark your calendars. Heartland returns in November 2025. Asterisk for nearly a year. Heartland fans have been left wondering if the journey would continue. Season 18 gave us moments of reflection, heartbreak, and healing, but there was no clear word on what would come next. As time passed, many feared it might be the end of Heartland. Rumors started to spread, some saying the show had quietly wrapped up, others hoping it was just a long break. But the cast stayed mostly silent, leaving fans searching for any sign of life from their favorite ranch. Then everything changed when Amber Marshall, who plays Amy Fleming, broke the silence. In a heartfelt video posted to her social media, Amber looked into the camera with a warm smile and said the words fans had been longing to hear. "I'm so happy to tell you that Heartland Season 19 is happening. And yes, we're coming back this November." The comment section exploded. Thousands of fans flooded in with tears, joy, and pure excitement. For many, it felt like being reunited with a long-lost friend. Amber explained that filming had already begun in Alberta, though quietly, to give the cast and crew space to work. She mentioned how grateful she was for the fans who never gave up hope and who continued to support the show through every twist and turn. She admitted the decision to continue wasn't easy, especially after the emotional weight of past seasons, but the love from the viewers made it possible. Not only did Amber confirm the November 2025 premiere date, but she also hinted at something even more exciting. She said this season would feel very personal, and that longtime fans would feel deeply connected to what's coming next. She didn't give away much, but she promised more updates in the coming months. What made this announcement even more special was the way she delivered it. There was no flashy press event, no formal studio statement. Just Amber standing in a quiet stable with horses in the background and the natural light of Heartland all around her. It felt honest, raw, and full of love, exactly what Heartland has always stood for. Within hours, the video had gone viral across Heartland fan pages, forums, and blogs. News outlets quickly picked it up, and soon the world knew Heartland is not just returning. It's bringing a piece of itself back home this fall, and fans? They're already counting down the days. Asterisk everything Amber Marshall said was short and sweet, but fans heard more than just a date. Between her words, there were clues, subtle hints that Season 19 might dive into emotional waters deeper than ever before. And now, fans are piecing it together. This season isn't just another chapter. It's going to be personal. The biggest clue? Amber's words. This season feels more connected to the Heartland roots than anything we've done in years. That one line opened the floodgates of speculation. What could it mean? Many believe Season 19 will finally return to the old magic, the raw emotion, the family-first storytelling, and the powerful bond between humans and horses that made Heartland famous. One of the most talked about possibilities is the evolution of Amy's journey. For years, she struggled to live without Ty, raising Lyndy with courage and grace. But fans wonder, has she truly healed? Or has she just learned to hide the pain? Season the 19th of May finally explore the truth behind Amy's quiet strength. Is she ready to open her heart again? Or is she still holding on to what once was? Speaking of Lyndy, the little girl who captured everyone's hearts is growing up. And this season, sources suggest that Lyndy will begin to take her own steps into the world of horses. Some believe she might face her first real challenge with a wild or injured horse, echoing the legacy her parents built together. Could this be the beginning of Lyndy's own Heartland story? Meanwhile, there are whispers about Lou's future. After becoming mayor and juggling family life, fans are curious, will she continue to chase her dreams in politics or return full-time to the ranch? Her relationship with Mitch has always been a roller coaster, and many wonder if Season 19 will finally bring closure. Or even a surprise twist. Another mystery lies with Jack. The ranch patriarch has always been the rock, but there's concern. in the fandom about his health. Is this season going to give us a powerful Jack storyline, perhaps one that reflects on his legacy, his fears, and how much the family depends on him? If so, it might be one of the most emotional arcs the series has ever seen. Some fans are also holding on to a hope they hardly dare speak out loud: the return of Ty Borden, even in a small way. A dream? A vision? A letter from the past? While Graham Wardle has made it clear that Ty's story ended in season 14, this is television and anything can happen, especially if it brings healing to Amy's journey. Whether it's through flashbacks, memories, or quiet moments at his grave, Ty's spirit is sure to linger in season 19. Lastly, the themes of forgiveness, growth, and new beginnings seem to be at the heart of what's coming. A source close to production mentioned that season 19 will explore what we hold on to and what we finally learn to let go of. That line alone tells us this season won't just move the story forward, it's going to reach into the past and ask the characters to face what they've been avoiding. So no, season 19 isn't just about more ranch life or another horse to save. It's about the people, the wounds, the healing, and the choices that shape a family across generations. Heartland has always been about heart, and this season promises to dig deeper than ever before. What we see on screen in Heartland has always felt real. That's because behind the cameras, this isn't just a cast, it's a family. And in season 19, that bond seems stronger than ever. While the official announcement was quiet, the clues hiding behind the scenes have been quietly telling a bigger story. It started with a single photo: Amber Marshall, standing in front of a familiar old barn, her hand resting on a horse's mane, with just a simple caption, "Back home." She didn't tag anyone, she didn't even mention filming, but the background was unmistakable. Fans immediately recognized the ranch house. And just like that, speculation turned into certainty. Production was underway. What followed were whispers. A snap of Sean Johnston, Jack, walking near a stable in full costume. A blurry shot of Michelle Morgan, Lou, at a local diner in High River, wearing a coat that looked exactly like Lou's. Even a quick video from a fan who happened to spot crew vans parked near the iconic Heartland ranch. But what really got fans emotional was what Amber revealed in a short live stream. She talked about how filming this time around felt different. "It's not just another season," she said. "There's something about this one that hits harder. We all felt it on set." That statement hinted that the entire cast knows they're working on something truly meaningful. Amber also shared how returning to the ranch brought back strong memories, not just from past storylines, but from personal moments shared off camera. She said the first time she walked into the barn for season 19, it didn't feel like acting. It felt like returning home. She didn't say it directly, but the way she spoke made it clear this season is going to pull at heartstrings, even for the cast. There are also reports that new characters might join the Heartland universe. One source close to the production team teased the arrival of a young male horse trainer, possibly a new companion or challenge for Amy, or even a storyline tied to Lyndy's growth. But nothing is confirmed. Heartland has always introduced new faces carefully, allowing them to grow into the story slowly. If someone new is arriving, it's likely they'll bring a fresh emotional layer to the ranch dynamic. As for the fan-favorite characters Tim, Katie, Georgie, their return remains a question. There's been no official word on whether Alicia Newton, Georgie, will be back, but rumors say she may appear in a few episodes. Some even believe Georgie might come back with big news of her own. Could we be seeing a new generation stepping into the spotlight? On the technical side, production has chosen to keep things close to home. Most scenes are being shot in the same Alberta locations fans have come to love: rolling hills, dusty trails, familiar barns. The crew wants to preserve the warmth and look of the original seasons. They're not chasing glossy drama over production. Heartland is staying true to its roots, and perhaps the most touching detail of all, many of the same crew members who've been with Heartland since the beginning are still part of season 19. The cameramen, animal handlers, and set decorators are not just workers, they're storytellers. Their quiet loyalty adds a powerful Layer of emotion to this new chapter. It's clear now, season 19 is more than just a continuation. It's a celebration of everything Heartland stands for. From the cast to the crew, from old faces to possible new ones everyone involved knows. They're part of something rare, and they're treating it with the love it deserves. Heartland isn't just a show. For millions around the world, it's been a lifeline, a safe place in a world that often feels too heavy. And that's exactly why season 19 matters so much. It's not about more episodes. It's about something deeper, the return of a feeling that so many have been missing over the years. Heartland has quietly become the heartbeat of families. Grandparents watched it with their grandkids. Parents shared it with their children. Teenagers found hope in Amy's strength, and adults saw themselves in Jack's quiet wisdom. The show didn't need explosions, twists, or high drama. It simply offered something rare, peace, truth, and heart. That's why the news of season 19 hit different. For some, it felt like getting a part of themselves back. After Ty's death, many fans weren't sure if they could keep watching. His loss didn't just hurt Amy, it hurt everyone watching too. But the beautiful thing about Heartland is how it mirrors real life. Pain isn't avoided, it's faced, slowly, gently. And now, with this new season, fans feel ready to return to that journey of healing. Because they know they won't be alone. In online fan groups, the reactions were raw and real. One woman shared that Heartland helped her through the loss of her husband. A young man said he grew up without a father, and Jack became the role model he never had. Others simply wrote, "I needed this," over and over again. The power of this show lies in how it quietly weaves into people's lives one moment, one episode at a time. What makes season 19 even more powerful is the timing. In a world that feels louder, faster, and more chaotic than ever, Heartland offers a return to simplicity. It reminds people of the things that really matter: family, love, patience, and growth. And in a way, that's what fans are truly craving. A moment to breathe, to feel, and to reconnect with something honest. There's also the shared nostalgia. People remember where they were when Amy and Ty got married, when Lou held Katie for the first time, when Georgie flew across a jump with Phoenix. These weren't just fictional scenes, they were emotional memories tied to people's own stories. Season 19 brings all of that back. It invites fans to sit down again, feel again, and remember who they were when they first fell in love with Heartland. And maybe that's the magic. Heartland doesn't ask you to escape the world. It asks you to face it with strength, softness, and a little hope. That's why this season matters more than ever. It's not just the story continuing. It's your story continuing. So when Amber Marshall said, "We're coming back," it didn't feel like just an announcement. It felt like a door opening, a light turning back on. A quiet whisper saying, "We're still here, and we've missed you." The moment Amber Marshall confirmed Heartland Season 19, fans didn't just celebrate, they started dreaming. What stories are waiting for us in this next chapter? What tears will fall, what wounds will heal, and what surprises are hiding beneath the surface? One thing's clear, this season will not be predictable. And that's what makes the theories flying around so powerful, because they're not just wild guesses. They come from years of watching, loving, and living through these characters. Let's start with Amy. Many believe this will be the season she faces her deepest truth, the question of love. Since Ty's death, Amy has been strong for everyone. Else Lyndy, the family, the ranch. But what about her own heart? Fans are torn. Some say she's not ready, and maybe never will be. Others believe there's a new connection coming, something gentle, unexpected, maybe even someone who understands what it means to lose deeply and still choose to live. Could it be a new ranch hand? A quiet vet who lost someone too? Theories are everywhere, but all agree. If Amy loves again, it won't be rushed. It will be real. Then there's Lyndy. She's no longer the baby in the background. She's growing fast, and many fans believe this season could show her stepping into her mother's and father's shoes. One emotional theory suggests that Lyndy might form a powerful bond with a horse that no one else can reach, a wild one, broken, much like Spartan once was. This could be her own Heartland story beginning, a beautiful parallel to Amy's younger years. And what about Jack? Fans are nervous. He's the soul of the ranch, but he's also aging. Some fear this could be the season we lose him. Others say no, that this will be the season he passes down his legacy. One fan theory that's gone viral suggests Jack might write letters to each family member, passing on his wisdom for when he's no longer around. The idea alone brought tears to comment sections across social media. Lou and Mitch are another point of debate. After so much back and forth, will season 19 finally bring peace to their relationship? Some fans think a surprise wedding is coming. Others feel there's still one final obstacle, and it may not be external, but something Lou has to face within herself. Could she finally learn to let go of perfection and accept the love that's been right in front of her all along? Meanwhile, there are growing whispers about Georgie. Though she was absent in season 18, many believe she make a dramatic return, possibly with a fiancé or even a baby. The idea that the next generation is already starting their own families adds a new layer of warmth and continuity to the series. Georgie's comeback could also trigger a deep reflection for Amy, forcing her to ask what future she sees for herself beyond the ranch. There's even a small, emotional theory that Ty's voice recorded from old footage might be heard in a dream or memory, not to bring him back, but to help Amy move forward. Even a single line from Ty, used in the right moment, could shake fans to their core. One Reddit user imagined a scene where Amy, lost and unsure, hears Ty's voice in a quiet barn saying, "You've got this." Just the thought of it has already broken hearts. In the end, these aren't just storylines. They're hopes. They're prayers from fans who've grown up with this show, who've lost loved ones, found strength, and learned to carry on just like the characters. And that's why season 19 holds so much weight, because it isn't just fiction anymore. It's personal. Asterisk, most shows come and go. They burn bright, then fade, but Heartland never faded. It settled into people's hearts like an old song, familiar, honest, and always there when you needed it most. That's what makes it different. That's what makes it timeless. Heartland was never about the noise. It didn't chase trends. It didn't rely on cheap drama or shocking twists. Instead, it built its legacy on something rare: trust. It trusted its audience to feel, to slow down, to care deeply about quiet moments, a hand on a horse's back, a sunrise over the hills, a wordless hug between family. It never shouted to be heard. It whispered and somehow reached millions. In an industry filled with fast-paced plots and flashy distractions, Heartland stood still, and that stillness became its strength. Fans didn't watch just to be entertained. They watched to belong, to sit with characters who felt real, to visit a ranch that felt like home, even if they'd never touched a saddle in their life. This is the power that's kept Heartland alive for nearly 2 decades. And it's why season 19's return is more than just a television event. It's a return to a feeling people can't find anywhere else. There's something deeply spiritual about Heartland's rhythm. Every season moves like the changing seasons. On the ranch, nothing forced, nothing rushed. Lives grow. People change, and the land remains steady. Through grief, joy, love, and pain, the ranch doesn't just witness the story. It is the story. It holds memory. It holds legacy. And at the center of it all is family, not just blood, but bond. Jack with his quiet strength, Amy with her fierce gentleness, Lou with her ambition and heart. Even the horses become part of this family, not props, but characters with emotions and soul. No other show treats animals with such deep respect. In Heartland, a horse's pain is a mirror of the human spirit. Healing a horse means healing yourself. That message is something people around the world have carried into their own lives. Heartland is also one of the rare shows that lets women lead not with loud rebellion, but with grace, empathy, and raw courage. Amy doesn't conquer, she connects. Lou doesn't demand power, she earns it. And Lyndy, the newest generation, is learning that strength and softness can live in the same heart. It's no wonder the show has quietly broken records. It is now the longest-running scripted drama in Canadian television history, and yet, It never lost its soul. It never tried to be anything other than what it was. A story about healing, home, and holding on. So as season 19 arrives this November, it carries more than just new episodes. It brings back a feeling the world desperately needs. A reminder that life is messy, painful, beautiful, and worth holding on to. Because in a world that keeps changing, Heartland stays the same. And that is its greatest gift. Asterisk sometimes. It's not the loudest stories that stay with us. It's the quiet ones. The ones that grow slowly, that settle deep, that make you cry without warning and heal parts of you that no one sees. That's what Heartland has always been. And that's why this moment, this return is so much more than a new season. It's not just about November 2025. It's about everything we've carried with us while we waited. The grief that lingered after Ty's death. The strength we watched Amy build brick by brick. The love that never truly left, even in silence. Season 19 isn't just continuing the story. It's picking up all the broken pieces and showing us how to shape them into something new, because this show doesn't forget where it came from. It remembers. It remembers Marion's accident, Ty's transformation, Mallory's awkward charm, Georgie's fearless spirit, Jack's quiet prayers. It remembers every trail ride, every goodbye, every beginning, and it remembers us, the audience. The people who stayed, who paused their lives to return to the ranch every year, who sat on their couches and cried for fictional people who felt more like family. Heartland is a rare kind of magic because it reflects back the things we often hide in real life: grief, fear, hope, resilience, and it tells us we're not alone. Now, with season 19 finally coming, it's time to return. Not just to the show, but to yourself? To the version of you that found peace in this story. Maybe you were younger when you first watched it. Maybe you were hurting. Maybe you were looking for something soft in a hard world. Well, Heartland never left. And now it's calling you back. So if your heart skipped when Amber said, "We're coming back," it's because this story is yours too. This family, this ranch, this journey, it belongs to all of us. And this November, the doors open again, the horses will run, the wind will blow across the fields, and we'll be there together watching, remembering, feeling. So don't miss it. Subscribe, share this with someone who needs it. Mark the date. And when that first episode drops, let it remind you of who you are and how far you've come, because some stories don't end. They just come home.